Hello everybody, this is going to be the weekly fishing report for May 30th. We'll start off with Northeast Ohio. We'll start off way up in Pymatuning. Walleye bite's been a little slow up there, really choppy, a lot of wind, lake stirred up. Panfish bite is getting really hot up there. Some really nice pumpkin seeds, some nice perch. You want to get into some nice perch, some nice pumpkin seeds, head on up there. You know, small larvae on a hook, minnows on a hook, mags on a hook. Then we're going to go to mosquito. Walleye bite's been hot. Trolling shallow. Trolling shallow, flicker shads, shad wraps, trolling shallow, weed edges, 10-foot area. Berlin, been muddy. Ray got some fish out there, trolling crawler harnesses. 15 feet deep, fish weren't up in the willows yet. Everybody talks about the willows. Not there yet. Water's really muddy too. Really muddy. Same thing with Milton. I've been wanting to fish the Mahoning River over there. That's the story of Ohio this year. A little bit colder than usual. Rain, 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 mud, mud, mud. Gotta make the best of it. Ohio River over there has been on fire for smallmouth this year. I mean, I got a buddy, Jared Barkalow. He's just hammering some really nice smallies over there around Stratton area, getting some really nice smallies. Lake Erie up there. Walleye are still pretty close to shore. You don't got to go out too far for them in Northeast Ohio. Steelhead have almost all moved out. There's a few hanging around. Saw an image of a guy, the last week, got a lake trout out of the Chagrin River. Must have been lost. Lake Erie's been putting out a few muskies so far this spring too. The spotted muskie, the Great Lakes strain muskie. So I don't know. I've kind of been thinking about trolling Lake Erie for some muskie along the shoreline. What else we got? Northeast Ohio, Portage Lakes. Big red ears are ready to start making beds, spawning. Channel cat's okay. Flatheads really turning on. Flatheads are really starting to turn on everywhere. If you got flatheads in your river or your lake, people are catching some monsters right now. Atwood's picking up a few fish. Salt Fork is coming down from the flood stage that it's been at, so that should be fishable. Buckeye Lake, Doug's getting some saugeye down there like he always does. Central Ohio, we got Tyler. A lot of guys like to fish that spillway there at Allum Creek. I'm going to be exploring that reservoir myself here in June. Indian's always putting out fish. We're going to have to see what the weeds look like this year. Remember, they've been doing a big weed project on that lake to try to get those under control. So we're going to see what happens with that. You know, CJ Brown, Cedar Creek. You got Larry down there. Larry's always getting a nice mixed bag trolling those lakes, trolling them flicker minnows, flicker shads. He's always getting crappie, walleye, saugeye. Guy's a fishing machine. Getting some out of CJ Brown, Buck Creek, whatever you want to call it. They started stocking it with muskie 5 years ago, so you're not going to get any monsters out of CJ Brown in central southwest Ohio. But there's some good numbers in there. They're getting some good numbers of smaller fish, but you're not going to get any 50s out of there. Going to have to give it another 4-5 years before you start getting some big ones out of there. Going up to northwest Ohio, you know, the Maumee River, Maumee, Sandusky, still getting a few white bass. If you just want a really good day of fishing, head up on and fish the Sandusky or the Maumee River right now, and you're going to catch a great mixed bag. I mean, just fun fish. You're going to get a lot of buffalo, a lot of carp, you know, some gar. Buffalo are really fun. Quillback, some white bass, white perch, maybe a walleye or a couple hanging out still. I mean, you're just going to have a really fun day fishing up there if you just want to have some hookups. Sandusky Bay, pre-spawn channel cat is starting to slow down. Channel cats are going to be entering spawn here, so they're going to slow down a little bit, but you'll still get them. But if you want to go for catfish, right now you should be targeting them big flatties because they are just on fire everywhere. That's going to be it for this week's fishing report. I myself this weekend, I'm looking at hitting some muskie, maybe a local lake, maybe I'll fish the mud. On all these reservoirs, which are as they get really muddy, you fish down more towards the dam, it's going to be less muddy than the inflows. And I'd kind of like to Sunday, I'm keeping an eye on that wind. I don't like to go out in my boat and fish anything more than 1 to 3s. I had it out in 4s once, and it wasn't pleasant. It was doable, but might stick behind a harbor somewhere. But I kind of want to get out muskie fishing on Saturday. And Sunday, I'd like to hit Lake Erie as long as the weather permits. Right now, calling Sunday for a west-northwest, 11 miles an hour, so should be fishable, but we'll see what happens. That's going to be this week's fishing report. I might start doing this live. Not really sure. We'll see what you guys think about it. Comment below. Tell me what you think. Like, share with your friends. See you guys out on the water.